computer. There you go. So my name is Angela Elliott and I've been a scriptwriter forever. Erin.
I'm Erin. I'm an actor and a writer from the US.
Rachel.
I'm Rachel. I'm an actress and theatre maker in Oxfordshire, England.
John.
John Michael. I'm an actor and I'm in Scotland.
Perfect. Chris.
I'm Chris Mollica and I'm a filmmaker in Los Angeles.
Ian.
Hi, I'm Ian Laing. I'm an actor, voice artist, radio presenter in the northeast of Scotland.
And Dave.
I'm Dave Garlick. I'm from Essex and I'm an actor, writer and a performance coach.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. So this is 10 pages of second-rate fairy created by Toni Ferrendelli, written by Toni Ferrendelli and Roger Rittenhouse. I believe that this is set in the USA, so the writers who are in the USA will have to forgive either we have wonderful British accents or we mangle American accents really badly. But whatever, it makes for a little bit of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's your choice if you are not American to do an American accent or not. It's entirely your choice. Interior comedy store, main room, night. Large stage, spotlights enhance the red stage and decor. A packed house makes it feel deceptively cramped. A live MC, 20s, black, impossibly hip, waits out the applause.
You're in for a treat tonight with our next comedian, right here from LA. Please give it up for Roger Mason.
The crowd cheers. From behind the black curtain at the back of the stage pops Roger Mason, 40s, white, self-effacing comedian, hook for a hand. They bro hug and exchange a few words. Both smile and Roger pats the MC on the back as he exits. Roger waits for the applause to die down.
I know what you're thinking. A one-armed comedian, 3/4 of a comic. We pay full price. Look at it this way. Now you don't have to go to the Ripley's Museum.
A mix of groans and laughs fill the room.
My kid hates me because I can't do hand shadows. Really, Dad? Another tow truck? A vice script. Don't have ears.
Comedy store green room continuous. Small dim room with several couches and a bachelor fridge. A small group of comics looking like a wrap party of a corporate diversity video shoot. Watch Roger's act on the monitor.
Finding a woman's impossible. A hot woman. Big girls just love me. They don't see a hook. They just see a cake mixer.
An older comic pipes up to the group.
Who's following Roger?
A younger comic sheepishly raises her hand.
What's the rule? Never follow Roger.
Main stage continuous. The crowd's in stitches.
My friends are like, why do you get the kind that looks like a hand instead of a hook? Because I'd rather be a pirate than a mannequin. Pirates can have sex anytime they want. Okay, that's right. But who doesn't like parrots?
A few groans are mixed in with loud applause. Title second-rate fairy. Interior Moe's mixed drinks bar, night. Cramped, dark and dingy. Seedy on a good day. Behind the long wooden bar, Moe, 60s, a hard life etched in his face, wipes the shot glass with a dirty bar rag. He sets it on the bar, pours a shot of bottom shelf rye and slides it to the empty end of the bar. Just as the glass is almost off the end of the bar, two tiny hands raise from below bar level to catch the glass. The rest of the body rises. It belongs to Ethel, ageless, size of a soccer ball. She looks more like the love child of Ren and Stimpy. Moe doesn't bat an eye, even though he's serving a cartoon. She rides a motorized mobility scooter because her slight weight problem renders her small wings unable to carry the extra load. Ethel unsteadily hovers, trying not to spill her drink. Several upside-down shot glasses sit in front of her. She's about 2.5 sheets to the wind, but the night is young. There's a slur in her gravelly voice.
You're so sweet for listening, Mo, as always.
No problem, mate.
A drunk patron stumbles up to the bar. As he almost bumps into Ethel, he passes through her and keeps on going.
Watch it, jerk.
You know he
Yeah.
can't see you, E. Only current and former clients.
Ethel avoids eye contact.
It hurt when you fired me, Mel.
You told me to invest my insurance settlement in a Microsoft Zune store.
Ethel thinks.
But I helped you get the settlement.
I was trying to get away from you, and I ran into traffic.
Ethel thinks more.
Let's just call it even.
Mo grunts with acknowledgement and wipes down the bar with the same rag.
I'm humanless right now. Sure you don't want to take me back on?
Mo just shoots her a look. Ethel pounds the shot, shakes off the effects, slams the glass upside down on the bar and signals for another. Mo goes through the same routine and slides her another.
Hell, I'm supposed to be meeting someone now. A people, client, adoptee, foster, whatever the fuck they're calling them now.
The little bit of rage causes some unsteadiness and her floating scooter wobbles. She grabs the shot. Instead of drinking, she swirls it around the glass. She stares at the motion of the liquid.
You know that look of disappointment people give you, Mo?
Ethel continues to swirl the shot.
Not at first, but the moment they know I'm a fairy. Trying to be their fairy, trying to fucking help them.
Ethel fights back a tear.
It's in their eye, Mo. In their eyes, Mo. Just a split second, but it's there. You're not what I imagined. You're not fucking Tinkerbell. You're not the goddamn fairy godmother. At least not the ones they imagined.
A drunk stumbles up behind Ethel, ready to bark his drink order, but Mo waves him off and listens.
I'm not hideous, am I, Mo? I know I could drop a few pounds, but
You're a vision of loveliness.
Ethel looks up from her glass and looks around the bar with a slight smile. She slams it and signals for another one.
disappointment, Mo? It'll get you every time.
Interior Mo's mixed drinks bathroom night. A dirty bathroom floor of a toilet stall. Ethel, blacked out, lies next to the toilet, a little drool coming from her mouth. Her scooter floats above her. Match cut to interior Fairyland break room night. The same image of Ethel with a large welt on her head, passed out. A pullback reveals Ethel is lying on a bed of roses surrounded by bowls of fairy dust and heart-pulling angels. And who are we kidding? It's a break room in a large company. She lies on a folding table with ketchup stains from the 50s and a Tupperware container with a sticky note that says "Don't touch." Gretchen, just less ugly than a troll doll and with more manageable hair, her best friend, stands over her. A few face slaps by Gretchen.
Come on, E, back to life.
A few more slaps and we see movement from Ethel. The other fairies in the room look on with shame.
What happened?
You tied one on, E. Mo called to come and get you.
Am I in trouble?
Gretchen nods again and points to the poster on the wall. A picture of T-Bell, ageless, not that one, but close. She's smiling ear to ear and doing an Uncle Sam point. The caption reads, "I want you to vote for me for union president."
She wants to see you in her office.
Both scrunch their faces. Interior Fairyland hallway outside T-Bell's office night. A long hallway. The nameplate on the door reads T-Bell. Ethel hovers outside the office, slumping on her scooter. She knocks softly. A voice barks out from the office.
Enter!
Ethel cautiously glides into the office a short way. The office is cramped and dingy, not becoming of a fairy. She motions for Ethel to sit. Ethel glides the rest of the way in and hovers in front of the desk facing T-Bell. T-Bell stares at her. Ethel fidgets uncomfortably.
Kick your goddamn ass right out of this union. Do you want that?
Ethel shakes her head, no.
Do you want to bring shame to yourself, your family, your fellow fairies?
T-Bell flies from behind her desk and sits on the edge of that desk facing Ethel. She wears a skin-tight green dress that rides up higher than HR would like. She crosses her legs.
I've gone to bat for you more times than I can count. No more.
When have I ever let you down?
Interior Titanic bridge night flashback. The Titanic captain has a worried look on his face and the crew scrambles around him. Ethel floats at the window looking through the long extending telescope. She squints, looks without the scope, then back through the scope.
I wouldn't worry. It's probably just a dolphin.
End flashback. Ethel and T-Bell exchange knowing look.
Find a human to adopt, or else.
I have a few prospects, and
Find a human. You've got 3 days. Human, adopt, go.
Exterior outdoor open space day. Large open area in downtown Los Angeles housing. Outdoor cafes and open spaces to eat and enjoy the sunshine. Roger and Quentin Walker, 20, stylish, clip-on man bun. Roger's manager sits at a table.
If we're going to get you a TV writing gig, you have to listen to me to get you to the next level.
The level where you buy your own coffee.
Zoom over Quinton's head.
Working 24/7, calls out. I got you a serious gig tonight.
Roger perks up.
Oh, yeah?
Quinton slides him 2 small pieces of paper.
They always have a great door prize.
Roger shakes his head. Interior Julie's house day, a meticulously decorated upscale suburban kitchen, the home of Julie Mason, 40s, obsessively fit, obsessively everything. Roger's ex-wife, each the yin to the other's yang, even if they won't admit it. Roger sits at the kitchen island with Julie.
Get Johnny in the morning instead of tonight. Take him to school.
A look of frustration comes over Julie's face.
Quentin got me a gig tonight.
He holds the 2 raffle tickets.
If I win, you'll get one of the turkeys.
You ever say no?
Hey, I'm just trying to do your nephew / my manager a favor.
But if he does get you a TV gig, you'll be off the road and have time with Johnny.
Yeah, and speaking of other work that Quentin didn't get me, did you review the headliner contract?
It's good. No raffles.
Are you sure?
If you make money, I make money. That's the power in having a good divorce attorney.
I used you.
Julie smiles.
You need to pay the school for this month's lunches when you drop him off.
Still paying the bills and not having sex. It's like we're still married.
Julie flashes him a knowing smile.
Oh, and his teacher asked me to speak to the class. I suggested you.
That'd be great. If Quentin doesn't have me calling bingo.
Interior Fairyland break room night. Gretchen relaxes on a couch. Ethel floats on her scooter.
What did the boss lady have to say?
Get my act together or I'm out.
Of the union? Oh my God. Humanized? Wrinkles? Staff meetings?
And last call. I have prospects.
Gretchen points to the fairy wall of shame, pics of former fairies, O.J. Simpson, Bill Cosby, and the My Pillow guy.
Jeez, it has to be 20 years since they kicked a fairy out.
Ethel gives up the charade.
I don't even know where to begin.
Both ponder Ethel's predicament.
I go to the beach to think. You?
Drink.
Judgmental look from Gretchen, more thinking.
People shopping.
Shopping.
Ethel and Gretchen high five. And that's our end. Brilliant, thank you guys. Okay, let's just very quickly go around, starting with David, on thoughts, short and snappy.
Well, it's an interesting start. It makes sense. The story's starting to build. They're trying to build those characters. I'm assuming that the fairy is going to pick Roger. That's my prediction. Yeah, but I quite liked it. I thought it had a good flow to it. It wasn't like you couldn't understand it as we was reading through it, and that's always a good start.
Cool, thank you. Ian?
I liked it. Yeah, I liked the flow of the dialogue as well. I agree. I think the fairy and Roger, that's the story for the future, isn't it? I think that's the next stage of the story. I think it's going to be an expensive one to produce. That's
Yeah.
a lot going on.
Good
But
luck.
no, I liked it. Yeah, it's good.
Cool. Chris?
I enjoy the world that they're creating already. I guess the thing that strikes me immediately is I see a comic with a hook hand. So I start thinking Peter Pan because of fairies. So I'm wondering if that gets a little convoluted, if that might be a problem.
Cool, thank you. Oh, you've all changed position now because we've got Catherine's come on board. John, your thoughts?
A lot of cliches. I found that there was an awful lot of cliches in it, but on the other side of the coin, I also found it very funny. There were a couple of laugh out loud moments, but I think with a little bit more work, drop some of the cliches, it could be very good. But that's just my personal opinion.
Okay, thank you. Rachel?
Yeah, I also found it a little bit comic at times. It was nice. I thought there were some nice, well thought out locations. I liked the Fairyland break room, for example. That seems really fun. And I really liked being Tinkerbell that was a Tinkerbell boss. That's a cool idea.
Cool. Erin, are you around? Are you still with us? You
Fine.
are.
I'm here.
You're saving your video.
No, my computer like shut off in the middle,
Oh no.
like right after it ended. Sorry.
What are
Hi.
your thoughts?
I thought it was really interesting. I liked the dynamic between how natural talking to a cartoon was. Like the I don't know, I think that it's kind of like a different idea. You know, usually you just see like an adult cartoon, like, and not like mixed with like adult humor and stuff. So that was really interesting to me.
Cool.
But I agree with everything everybody else said too.
Yeah. There were just a couple of things. I agree. Like you, Chris, I got like Captain Hook running through my head. I also thought, you know, the Hook reference and the Tinkerbell at the same time. Also, although it's called T-Bell, there may be copyright issues with Tinkerbell. You know, that's kind of got to be resolved. The only other thing really is I'm having a bit of a bad time dealing with, this is a general comment about script writing. I really struggle with people who put like he smiles in between a whole flow of dialogue, which you need to be leaving to the bloody actors to just get on with and interpreting. So it is one of those things that writers kind of get bogged down with. They can see every movement that the actor might be doing in their head, you know. But you can't write that every bloody time they sniff or smile or something, because it just breaks up the whole flow, unless it's really, really, really relevant. In which case, I wouldn't even put it like that. I just put it in parentheses underneath the character's name, you know, Ethel smiling. Sort of. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's something you learn, and the more you do it, the more you have to start editing yourself, don't you? So
definitely. Any other comments before I stop recording this one, because we need to move on fairly swiftly? No? Fabulous. Thank you, guys. Brilliant. Great start.